today's the day I get this X-Pipe put back on, the stock one, and then hopefully it will sort out my little problem of it being raspy and sounding tingy like a bloody trumpet. Let's hopefully, fingers crossed, that it what I think it's going to be. I mean, I just presume it's the X-Pipe. He thinks it's the X-Pipe. Squeaky. And, well, a lot of people on the forums and the internet say it's the X-Pipe that's the one that makes it really raspy and squeaky. Squeaky? Window. That makes it like really raspy. So hopefully that is the reason, but we shall soon find out if it is. It is really early. I didn't get any sleep last night. Too excited as always. It's not really a modification, so I don't know why I'm that excited, but hopefully it's gonna get rid of that shitty sound, which means I can put my foot down, because I don't even like putting my foot down no more because it sounds really crap. So if I can sort that trumpet sound out and that like really raspiness, I can literally just put my foot down because it sounds nice. Because when I first bought the car, I used to put my foot down and floor it because it used to be like, wah! But now you do it, it's just fucking trumpet everywhere. So it's not nice. Even the guy said it sounds a bit farcy afterwards, which it does. So yes. So on the way there now, should be there in about 45 minutes. He reckons it'll take probably a couple of hours. I don't think it'll take that long. I think it'll take about an hour. And we shall hopefully not spend too much money, keep trying to tweak it. Don't want to keep spending too much because I've already spent a lot as it is. And I don't want to keep on spending, tweaking, and then it just doesn't do it, and I'll just find out that it's just because it's brand new piping, and that's why and I'll need to bed it in. So hopefully this will be the last thing I need to do to the exhaust to make it sound just right. So let's see. Don't judge. I need another coffee. My third one already. Oh, I'm coming down with something, I think. Felt rough today. Blocked up nose, headache. Ugh, hopefully it's not COVID. Anyway, I'm super fucking tired, as you can tell. But I only had like 4 hours sleep, I think, last night. So I've been up early to get this exhaust done. Let's go through my expectations first, just quickly. So expectations, I wanted to basically make it so it doesn't sound really raspy, and I want to get rid of that trumpet sound and the drone. They're like the main 3 things that I wanted to get rid of. Did that happen? I will tell you. Not in the next clip, it'll be the one after. So the next clip, I just want to do the before and after. So this is before and after. So let's start it up. Obviously it's not as loud, but it still sounds nice. A bit more mellow, a bit less dramatic, but the sound's back. So, has the stock X-Pipe made it perfect again? Yes and no. So let's talk about what it has done. So I wanted it to lose that raspy high-pitched sound. It has done. It's brought back the tone that it used to have. Probably better actually, because where I've got the Larini exhaust on, right? So it does sound better than what it was. Now, did it get rid of that really horrible tingy trumpety sounds? Yes. I can now floor it without people looking at me in a weird way. Even though some of the youngsters liked it, but I didn't. I didn't like to floor it because people can hear it. I was like, it just sounds shit if you floor it. But now I can floor it, look. No trumpet sound whatsoever. It still drones a little, but it's way less than what it was. So now it's more like a hum, but it does drone. I think that's because of the back boxes. So I can never get rid of that, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was. Last time it was just fucking annoying. Now I can just enjoy it. So yes, it's done exactly what I wanted it to. It's gotten rid of everything. Now when I said yes and no, like is it perfect? Now there's probably like one main negative, maybe a couple of negatives. So, well actually, a few negatives actually now thinking about it. So what has it lost? Number one, it's a lot quieter. By quite a bit actually. It's probably like halved the loudness of it. I'm not even joking. It's a lot quieter. That's the downside. Obviously, as you can hear, it still does, well if you can hear it still does the burbles, it does like pops and that, it does the little crackles as well. It's just they're not as noticeable. I'm not sure if that's just because they're not as loud or if it's just because now it's got a resonator on the centre, it doesn't do it as much. So yes, they're not really making much of a noise no more, but they're still doing it, but just you can sort of hear it. Also, it doesn't really bang no more, but then I'm not really bothered about that because it never used to really bang a lot. It would only bang once in a blue moon, or if I would go from third to second, but I would have to be in like 4,000 RPM, which is not good for your engine anyway, to hear it. So I'm not really bothered about that, but I would like to hear the crackles and the pops and the burbles a little bit louder, but I think that's just because it's quieter. So mainly the reason is I need to get it louder, and I think that would sort it all out. Another thing is that it's not as aggressive. So when I used to like downshift, it used to be like this, but now it goes and like you can't really hear the aggressiveness of it. So yes, I did like to do like if I downshift, can't really hear it. Then if I sort of like throttle it, it sort of sounds just normal now, rather than quite aggressive. Another thing I've noticed that it's not as, I would say it's not as throaty, but I'm not sure if that's true. I think it's just because where it's quieter, I can't really hear it. I mean, it's still quite throaty, it's quieter. I think that's the main reason actually. I think if I can get it just louder, one, it'd be louder, two, the burbles, crackles and everything would be more noticeable because it's louder. And I think you would know that it's more throaty because it's louder. Maybe it'd be more aggressive, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it has to do with like the airflow, I'm not sure. Maybe because the downshifts are just quiet now, I just can't, you know. So yes, it is nearly there. It's about, I don't know, I would say 80% to perfection. So what I mean by that is, if I can get it louder, it'll be 90%. If I can make like the pops and burbles sound more noticeable, 95%. If it could be more throaty and aggressive on the downshifts, 100%. So that's what I reckon. So it's 80% perfect. It's near enough there. I mean, it's a lot better than what it fucking was. I mean, I would say beforehand it was about, I don't know, probably 40% to perfection because it just is that trumpet sound just sounded awful. Another thing I've noticed, it's still got that weird, like, it's really hard to explain, but it's, as you put your foot down, it sort of does like this little like ticky sounds, and I think that's to do with like the silencers. It's not a ticky sound, it's just really hard to explain, but it sounds like air's sort of like hitting like tiny little things, and basically it's ever since I put the silencers on, well they put the silencers on when it was meant to be bloody resonators, them tiny like silencers that are like about 18 inches long or whatever it is. I think that's what's done it. So there's still room for improvement, not much more improvement. I mean, I've got the sound back and I've got rid of the fucking trumpet. It just needs to be a little bit louder and just basically get rid of that other little sound, and that's it. I think we'll be sorted. Make it a bit more like aggressive. But like I said, I think that's just due to it not being as loud. So there's a few options I can do. I might as well do this option first though. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the guys to take off them other silencers, because I think I've got too many mufflers on my car now. Right, I've got like back boxes, got 2 on there, and then I've got the resonator, like the stock one, in the centre, and then I've got 2 silencers. But then the guys at Fast Road said they're silencers. The guys who fitted the Larini back box on and just done the stock X pipe, and they've done all the leaks as well, because it's leaking, like there's air leaks basically, so they've done all that. They said it's not a silencer, they said it's basically in between, so it's in between the silencer and the resonator. But they said, yeah, but if you take them off it might be raspy again. I said, yeah, but they weren't doing anything anyway. I mean, even with them on, it's still fucking raspy and trumpety. Now I've done the X pipe, put the stop one back on it, it's completely gone. So I reckon the silencers are also, they need to come off. If I can get them off, I guarantee it'll make it louder, and you'll probably hear like the crackles and burbles more because it's louder, and it'll probably be more throaty as well. Now the aggression, or like on the downshifts, it probably just needs a bit more airflow, which again, if I take the silencers off, there would be more airflow. So they might even sort out the problem actually. It might even make it to 100% perfection to what I want. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the silencers taken off and just see, because I now know that the X pipe is the one that made it fucking raspy. I'm not saying necessarily it's to do with the stock resonator, but definitely to do with the stock X pipe, because the way that they done the X pipe was shit. So take the silencers off, see what happens. If it's louder and it's to what I want, I'll keep it. If it still wants to be a bit more throaty and all that sort of stuff, and then I could just chop off the old resonator, keep the X pipe, because that's the thing that's making it, well, I think that's the thing that's making it not do the trumpet sound, or it could be the resonator, and put on a sporty resonator. If I put on a sporty resonator and then it starts coming up with a trumpet sound, and then I know it was actually the full X pipe that needed to be stock, and then I'll just change it back to stock. But I'm going to do the easiest thing first, which is to get rid of these silencers, just to make it a bit louder. Like I said, the sound is there, it's brilliant, it's just it needs to be a bit louder. Like you can tell, if I go down like the window, just do some shots, but see, it's doing little burbles and crackles, but it's a bit quiet now, and it's lost that like that throatiness. So it's definitely lost something. I'm not sure if it's to do with volume or not. Like I said, I don't know. That's why we need to tweak it. It's just you know, like I'm doing this just for, I know it's costing me money to keep on like changing it, but I mean I spent this much on it now, I need to get it right. I mean this was a cheap fix, like £144 I think it was, and it's completely changed it. It's made me a lot happier to rev it, but now it's just a bit quiet. So I'll probably talk to the guys to see how much. I don't think it'll be much. All they've got to do is just chop off like the silencers that are already on there, and then just put onto metal, like metal piping, which won't cost a lot. It's like I think it's about 18 inches each side of stainless steel, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can hear, but it's definitely brought back that sound. It just needs something. See, I can put my foot down, no trumpet sound whatsoever. It's not raspy. It's just it's lost the. It's still deep because of the Larini exhaust, but it's just lost that throatiness and that aggression. That's all it's lost now, really. If I go through town, because I've been through town there with it, because you can usually hear it better. Because I've just been on like the motorway basically, so you can't really like tell. See, it's still, actually, it's still, that does sound throaty actually, saying that. Yeah, it does sound throaty. Okay. It would just be because it's not as loud, it doesn't sound as throaty. Yeah, it's just the crackles that aren't more pronounced, and that might be due to it needing to be louder because it's quiet, or it might be because I've put on the resonator and it's made the airflow go a bit shit. Hence why, if I take the silencers off, there'll be more airflow where the stalk cats are. And then if I do that, actually, it might pop and bang more, or it might just need a sporty resonator to get a bit more airflow into it. But I don't know. Still a bit of tweaking to do, I think. Still sounds nice though. But yeah, so we shall see. Cheers, mate. That's rats. Yeah. It's the second time I've had someone say nice car. Like a girl was driving like near me and she just shouted out at, because I had the window down. I was just like driving around this bit because it's so confusing. It made sense. There's like 4 lanes going different ways and then like traffic lights and that sort of stuff. And I was trying to see where I'm going because the sat nav kept saying like I need to be in the left lane. And I was like, well, no, it's saying I need to go right. So I was like, why is it saying third here? And then this woman just shouted at me. I was like, fucking hell. Just literally like shouted, oi! I was like, what? And she went, I like your car. And she went like that. I was like, thank you. I was like, I'm trying to see where I'm going, but okay, now I'm in the wrong fucking lane. You know what I mean? But okay. So yeah, so anyway, at least I've done this now. At least I know that I've corrected something. So it does sound nice. It's just that, see, you can hear it's aggressive, but I think it's because it's not as loud, that's why. But I think I just need to get it louder, I think that's what it is. And I think the easiest option, I don't want to start fucking messing around with the X-Pipe yet. I don't want to be like, oh, the X-Pipe was the one that done it. Let's just take the resonator off and just do a resonator delete and just keep the X-Pipe. It was the X-Pipe that done it, which it probably was because they done a fucking weird X. That they said that all the air's getting like, and the gases are getting trapped in a weird way that it's probably fucked it up and like doing like a trumpet sound. So it could be because of that, but I don't want to do that yet. I want to just take off these little silencers. Well, I say little, they're little, but they're fucking long silencers, and just see what's doing what, basically. I mean, I'm keeping everything. Like, if I want to sell it afterwards, I can, but I'm getting it right first. The X-Pipe I've got at the moment, even though it's a bit of a weird X, I'm still going to sell it to get some money out of it. I mean, I spent a lot of money on that. £600 for no reason. So that is the plan. But we're not doing it just yet, because I've got some other things to do, like Dyno Day, which, by the way, I'm doing, not Friday now, I'm doing it Tuesday. So today's Wednesday, so 6 days time, and that's due to not doing the pop and bang map. If you see my previous video, that was about like mods that are illegal, and pop and bang is illegal and you can fail your MOT. So I'm not doing it, and it can ruin your exhaust anyway. So I'm not doing it now. So it won't take 8 hours now, it will take 4 hours, so they can fit me in sooner. I think they said that they could do it Monday, but I'm working Monday, so I can't do it. So I said I'll do Tuesday, it's fine. So the next video will be part 4 of the stage 2 dyno tune, and it will actually be Dyno Day. And then we can see if we can get this beast maybe 500 horsepower? Probably not. But we shall find out, and hopefully that valve delete has made a big difference in horsepower compared to the first dyno I done after I'd done the stage 1 remap. So let's find out on Dyno Day and see what happens. See you then.